Hello, fans of Murder, Mayhem, and all things spooky. Welcome back to Frybox 64's 31 Days of Halloween challenge, which we may or may not finish this time around. I am the Teenage Mutant Ninja cosplayer, Frybox 64. Not really teenage anymore.
Hi.
And that's some guy named Joe.
Sure.
Camera guy and occasional victim, I mean willing participant.
Sometimes tech support guy too.
Sometimes tech support guy. And we are going to do our yearly seasonal foods taste test video, which started out as pumpkin spice everything, and now
the first item. It's right there.
The first item. She says no. She says she does not consent to be a snack today.
She's right there near the plates. She's just taking up everything.
Anyway, if I can get around this, hello, excuse me, pardonnez-moi. There we go. So instead of just doing everything pumpkin spice like we did last year, we found a lot of other things that are seasonal, meaning apple spice or s'mores or other things that go with the season, and we decided that we're going to go ahead and do some taste testing today. So without further ado, we have a lot of stuff to cover, so let's get on with it. Alright, I'm just gonna... Alright, so phase one is gonna be the sweet stuff, or the baked goods, edibles.
Normal fall things.
Normal fall stuff. So, we have a spread of 4 different items that you can't see right here, but we'll show you as we go through them. First off, we're going to start out with the, the apple cider, the apple spice cider donut Oreo. It looks like this. I'm gonna break it open so you can see the filling inside. Filling looks almost like peanut butter filling, kind of.
The cookie looks to be a spice cookie. I see flecks of spice.
Yeah, there's little flecks of like apple pie spice type thing.
How
do you eat your Oreos?
These look to be double stuffed too. See, there's 2 layers of frosting in there.
Do you just like, or how do you do your Oreos?
I don't think there's a wrong way to eat an Oreo. I really don't.
Alright, so the rule for tasting is, at least my rule is 3 bites, and that determines if I like it or not. So, on 3. 1, 2, alright. Oh. That is surprisingly good.
It's a little sweeter than a regular Oreo, but it's not bad. I'm going to say this is definitely sweeter. The apple's mild, and it doesn't taste overly fake either. Now, I'm going to try them separately now that I've tried them together. My frosting just came off all together.
My frosting came off as like a little roll. I'm almost getting like that sugar crystal. Like if turbinado sugar was used in there.
Yep.
That's really good.
I wish I could buy these cookies just plain up. This is a really good spice cookie.
I need to say hello. Hello, humans. It is me, the Jelly Bean. Don't forget about me. I am here.
You want to try something, Jelly Bean?
Oh, no, I don't think so. No. I go away. I go this way. I just want to try apple chips and banana chips.
Yes, you do, Jelly Bean.
There she goes.
Alright. So next thing we're going to try is the fall cake. This is, oh gosh, I think this is like a little Debbie treat. They are the fall cakes. They look like this. And you probably snacked on them as a kid. They've got like the layers of cake with like the little layer of like whipped cream frosting inside. I don't imagine that these are going to be taste flavored fall-like, but we will see. Alright, on 3. 3,
They're
1.
thematic.
Yeah, they are. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's chocolate on the inside. I thought it was going to be white whipped cream, but it's chocolate. It surprised me. Minnie, I swear to high heaven, if you don't get off that table, I have 2 divas. So yeah,
Classic Little Debbie flavor.
Yeah, classic Little Debbie. Tastes the same as when I ate them growing up.
This is gonna really, really weird coming from me. I'm not a chocolate person. I actually think I like that a little bit better than the vanilla.
I don't know. I've always had a sweet spot for the vanilla, personally. When it comes to Little Debbie treats, the vanillas were always my favorites.
That's weird because normally we are the polar opposite. Normally I'm the vanilla guy, you're the chocolate person.
Yeah, normally not, but I'm weird. There's no method to my madness, what can I say? Okay, so next up on the list is the pumpkin spice Cheerios. Joe picked these up on the way over here today.
Cheerios are delicious.
So I guess just grab a handful.
The claw.
Which for Joe would
like
be
half
the
the
entire
bowl.
bowl, yes. Ah, you didn't bite at the same time as me. Well, that's a bunch of interesting flavors in my mouth. Like, I'm getting a Cheerio,
What you're tasting is a very sharp clove.
Yeah. Like, I get the Cheerio flavor, and then the clove hits me, and I'm like, where are the other spices? And then the Cheerio flavor comes back, and then the clove, like, it's like they're taking turns, like, punching my taste buds. And I'm like, excuse
The pumpkin's
me.
there, the Cheerios there, they're both kind of faint. The clove is very in your face on this one.
Very strong.
I like cloves, so that's okay for me. I know a lot of times for Cheerios, they're great just to snack, have in a bag and have them plain out of the box. These ones would definitely recommend milk.
Mm-hmm. They definitely need milk. Mini, for the love of... So yeah, probably not my favorite breakfast cereal to have first thing in the morning. Alright, next up we have the... What were they?
Like caramel apple fall like cobbler donuts from our local Hy-Vee store.
Caramel apple cobbler donuts from Hy-Vee.
They're the donut of the month, and everything Hy-Vee does is usually pretty good.
Over the top, but yes.
Yeah, well, the regular donuts aren't over the top, but their gourmet ones to be a little.
They are, yes. So
They're
I'm not
wild.
sure. So I'm not sure what's in these. Joe got these on the way over, so we'll see. It looks a bit over the top. The streusel topping. The streusel topping is interesting. I think they just like rolled it in like streusel and then put like the caramel drizzle and the apple pie filling on top. So this looks interesting.
It's so heavy it's falling apart. Oh god, it's not normal inside.
I'll give it
It's
a
a
bite.
spice donut inside maybe.
Oh, lovely. I'll give it a bite. Oh, hello.
That is an apple cider donut.
Oh, it's getting to the roof of my mouth. I'm trying to get to the middle.
This would be phenomenal with a cup of coffee or milk.
Title of this video, watch Frybox eat for like 20 minutes straight. Here. Oh dear, come back. Come back, I love you. Don't leave me.
Careful what you wish for.
It's a very stick to your mouth and stick to your stomach donut.
Oh yeah, this is heavy.
Like if you were gonna eat something that's gonna put you in a food coma and make you need a siesta in the middle of the day, yeah, it's gonna do it.
This is a donut worth sharing.
Like normally I like to keep my donuts to myself, but I would not mind splitting this with somebody else just to get it eaten. And everybody else in the video, here's Kid Bash! Oh, she says hello!
She's like, let me go.
She's like, let me go, let me go.
She's like, I don't consent to being filmed. She's like, I need to go hide in my corner.
Life.
Angsty.
Life is dead.
World's most angsty cat.
World's most angsty witch familiar cat. She's my Halloween kitty. You'll be seeing a lot of her in the coming videos. Alright, I think that's it for the edibles.
Sorry.
That's just what I'm calling them. No actual consumables were put into any of these feuds. Well, Joe, I can't find a good spot that doesn't have the logo of that on there. Well, while Joe finishes up his brunch for dinner of pumpkin Cheerios over here, let's go ahead and introduce
Milk really helps
you.
them.
Let's go ahead and introduce you to our next round. So welcome to the, excuse me, you go over here now. Welcome to section 2, or phase 2 of this video. Of the cotton candy phase. Or the things in containers phase, I guess we should say. So for our next round here, I found a 6-pack of cotton candy sampler while I was out and about. And they all have Halloween flavors or seasonal flavors. So we have candy corn, caramel apple, and s'mores. And as soon as Joe's finished with his cereal, we'll go ahead and launch into the first one. Oh, give that a sniff. No sniff.
That's not the first time I've been asked that, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it a sniff.
That just smells faintly of cotton candy.
I get the cotton candy
And
very faintly in there. Alright, I'm going to take a clump. It does not want to come out all in one fell swoop. So So I got a handful.
I'm not taking that much. I do not like cotton
Alright.
candy like that.
Here we go. I got your spoof.
Unfortunately.
All right, 1, 2, 3. I got cotton candy. I'm not really getting a candy corn flavor. I'm just getting cotton candy sugar.
Yeah.
It's orange. They nailed the color.
Not like cotton candy.
I very, very faintly on the very last bite I started getting it. It's like, I just want to say as a disclaimer, I don't go in like looking to not like these things. I just call them as I see them and taste them. Alright, I choose we do caramel apple next. Mostly because you said you wanted to do the s'mores last. Now this has got a weird like purpley brown color to it. I'll hold it so you can see. It looks like it should be faintly grape, I feel, but it's... That smells like a scented candle, almost.
Now see, you're right, and that makes me not want to eat this.
Like, I feel like if we pull back some of the cotton candy, we'll find a little wick in the center, and it'll be like, light me on fire, please. Jelly bean!
That smells
Hi, baby! How's my baby? Sorry, I had to say hello to my baby. How's my baby?
That's like a grayish off pink color.
Mauve,
Yeah.
I would say. It's got a mauve
sun-bleached
color.
mauve.
Oh gosh, I don't want that much. I'll put that back in there. Alright. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. What did I just put in my mouth?
I regret my decision. That tastes like a freaking candle.
Tastes like a fart. If I could put a fart in my mouth and taste it, that's what a fart would taste like, I think.
Oh, it feels like I licked a Yankee candle. Or like a Glade candle or something.
Don't start that trend. Don't start licking candles, please. I don't want people to die.
I feel like I just like shot Febreze in my mouth.
Well, don't knock my cup. Did you knock my cookies over? You get out of my cookies, Missy.
I'm putting a lid on that. That's gross. A child might like this, but as an adult, I know what a caramel apple is supposed to taste like. This is very far
No.
away.
Knock my cookies. No. Least favorite out of the 3 here.
We haven't
Nope,
even
nope.
gotten to the chocolate one, and automatically I feel like the chocolate one's got to be better.
Dude, I am terrified. I have no idea what this is going to taste like.
Can I smell
now.
that one first?
Okay, so this is the s'mores flavor. If I can get it open. There we go. Okay, this kind of got an off-white color to it. Give it a sniff. Sniff it,
I don't really-
sniff it. Minnie, what are you doing? Minnie's got the...
I don't really... Here.
Ah! Why are you waving it in front of my face? Why are you waving this thing in front of my face? Excuse me!
There's got to be a joke to be made. You folks make it in the comments. You know what I'm talking about.
There goes a cat.
The cat's
I
like...
got my nose in this thing and I still can't smell anything.
And the product has been contaminated. Now we got to burn it down and start from scratch.
I will have the, oh gosh, this whole thing wants to come away. This whole thing wants to come away with me to the Casbah. So,
I don't wanna.
I know. We gotta. Alright, count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
That is surprisingly not as bad.
I got chocolate. And I got cotton candy.
It kind of tastes like hot cocoa powder.
A little
but
bit.
really stale chocolate cocoa powder.
I think that might have been the main ingredient in this. Stale cocoa powder.
Holy crap. Sugar and cocoa powder is the second ingredient.
Really? What's the ingredients on these things? I must know.
This one actually has cocoa powder in it.
This
Props
says-
to them. Nothing natural.
Artificial flavors and colors. Braden can't have blue. And then pure cane sugar, artificial flavors and colors.
Never thought I'd see the day when the chocolate flavored one actually had real chocolate in it, considering everything else on here was completely artificial.
Oh, gosh.
Like the second ingredient is cocoa powder, and I feel that's a slight saving grace.
Oh, jeez.
Not my favorite.
This was not my favorite thing, but I mean, these were not my favorite thing ever, but you know what? I am glad that we tried them.
I'm not.
Alright, so continuing in the containerized. Hi, what happened?
It's on my finger. I'm trying to open the orange one.
Okay, so we are trying the pumpkin cheesecake flavor of A&E Anderson Erickson yogurt here. So, I'm assuming a seasonal flavor because I am a huge yogurt fiend and I don't see these around very often until the holidays come along.
And Anderson Erickson does make good products. So.
They do. I prefer them for the most part. Sponsor me, Anderson Erickson. Alright, so...
We do live in the right state for them.
We do. Iowa. Yeah, Iowa. Okay, so, on 3. 1, 2, huh? That's how you say 3 in I'm eating language.
Delightful. Well, that's a palate cleanser I needed right there. I should have bought more of these.
You got the tang of the cheesecake, and you've got the pumpkin coming through very clearly.
The spice isn't overpowering. It's not too sweet. Oh, this is good.
It's like I can tell what this product is supposed to be.
Real cinnamon, real nutmeg, real pumpkin. Can't be mad.
I'm gonna put the lid on this.
This is really good.
Don't feel like you need to rush. The rest of the class will wait.
Fine enough.
So next one we're doing eggnog, also by A&E, and this one is more of like a Christmas flavor kind of, but we are getting into the fall season. Eggnog can be enjoyed anytime in the fall season.
I believe that's an October and on one, but we're getting there. It's approaching fast.
You know. Okay.
I just saw these. Not a lot of other yogurt companies had flavored ready to roll, but Anderson Erickson really is always really quick to do that.
Has that nice custard flavor to it, which is good. I love custard flavor personally.
It smells like sugar cookie almost.
Yeah. Alrighty, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's a taste of the holidays.
Right there. Oh yeah.
Nutmeg and custard right there. With a slight tang of yogurt itself, but you got nutmeg and that creamy custard right there.
Oh yeah. Lots of it. Please. We'll be happy to do a full tasting video of all the AE yogurt flavors.
I'm drinking your milk even.
I do apologize for any loud noises that might occur during this next bit, as Minnie and Kit Bash play with the rejected cotton candy container.
They like the cardboard.
They do like the cardboard though. Anyway, so we're moving on to the beverage section of this video. I guess this means beverage.
Which one would you like to try first?
So we have 3 different liquids that we're trying today. We have the Oktoberfest Leinenkugels that Joe is very excited about. He cheated a little bit. He had that already earlier, so this is going to be him pretending to try to get
My
it the first
apologies that just having a cold beer is a treat.
And this right here is a cup full of, is there coffee mixed in?
It is 1 cup of coffee, and I feel bad admitting this. It is a 1/4 cup of coffee creamer because I wanted to measure with 2 coffee creamers, both of them have 1 cup of black coffee and 1/4 cup of coffee creamer. That way we have a controlled amount of each going in there so we can see which one tastes better both on it. There is
The children are fighting over
kitty
there.
kung fu going on over there over who gets the box.
I should be recording that, not this.
They're like,
So this has the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte coffee creamer, and this has the Coffee Mate Zero Sugar Pumpkin Spice Creamer that I bought earlier this year.
we had to try Starbucks because, of course, you know it, you love it, you hate it. It is the penultimate benchmark of the season is Starbucks Pumpkin Spice Latte. We all know it. We don't have to lie about it or be shy about it.
I mean, my personal gateway drink was the Starbucks S'mores Frappuccino, but that is just me. I am weird and different.
The caramel macchiato always call me. Hello!
So, let's go ahead and I guess we're just going to pass this back and forth like a chalice to each other. Okay.
I'll let you have the first swig.
Alright, so this is the Starbucks coffee creamer in 3, 2, 1. You can give it a try now.
I tried to...
I can definitely taste the creamer more than I can the coffee, which is the goal that we were going for.
not bad though.
It's not bad. Doesn't like knock me off my feet.
We use dark roast coffee too. I'd like that to be known. It was definitely a dark roast coffee.
Hand it back. Thank you. I probably shouldn't be having more coffee considering I had like half a can of the Black Stag coffee earlier. I'm going to be pinging off the walls tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And to go head to head against it, we have the Zero Sugar Coffee Mate Pumpkin Spice Creamer.
Those of you who want to count your sugar intake a wee bit.
Yeah. So this is the Coffee Mate Pumpkin Spice Creamer.
Zero sugar.
Zero sugar. It's getting to the point of the night where I can't function.
It's only like 9 o'clock, I think.
That is a lot more watery, I will say. Oh. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's zero sugar. I might need a couple of the pig packets of the artificial sugar just to make up for the fact that there is no sugar in it.
Usually though, when they do the non-fat one, you get more of a watery because they take the fat out of the dairy. I usually don't expect that from the sugar-free one.
It's definitely... Oh, it's non-dairy, lactose-free, cholesterol-free, gluten-free.
Oh, it's non-dairy!
It's everything free!
There we go, the non-dairy. The fact that it's non-dairy.
Oh, jeez.
Non-dairy is where you're losing it right
that's
there.
where
It's not
we're
even the
losing it.
sugar-free.
I didn't even realize this when I grabbed it. I just grabbed it because I had
You got the zero all.
Now, I will say I did try this earlier, like, on my own because we were out of coffee creamer and that was the only creamer that we had left in the fridge. And I cannot drink my coffee without creamer. I am not a black coffee type of person. I need to have creamer in there.
I like it after it's cooled off for a few hours. I'll just drink it room temperature throughout the day.
I mean, I will often say, as with Into the Woods, I am the cow as white as milk. So, I mean, I like my coffee to be almost the same color as my skin.
The only thing really is that the spices seem a little bit more harsh, though.
The aftertaste is what gets me.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta do this part quick because I don't know how long the battery's gonna last, but our last of the liquid sections is the Oktoberfest line in Kugel's beer. So, yeah, click. Bottoms up. That is crisp and refreshing. It has been a while since I've had a beer.
Good chase on the malt, though. Got a good, well-rounded body to it.
That is my problem with beer. If I drink it too fast, like the foam comes back up and like tries to launch itself out my throat.
It's good.
It is good. It's very good.
It's a very good seasonal one.
Not a ton of like, you know, the pumpkin spice flavors that you'd be looking for, but it does have like,
I almost bought pumpkin ale, but I wanted something more traditional. Like the legitimate flavor of October across Western Europe is like, you know.
It does have that kind of like fall flavor to it. It makes you think of like fall.
It's a bit.
Maybe late summer, maybe, or like that Indian summer, what they're called.
It's got a good richness to it. A little bit more malt, a little bit more hops. It's got a little bit more of a roasty flavor to it. Good fall flavor.
So, one more slurp. It's definitely not a bad way to end your day. I'm not going to finish on camera, but oh well.
That's fun.
Alright, and that has been our tasting video. We are going to now line everything up in the order from... How do you want to do? Best to worst?
I think we should just line them up and then each give our own points to it.
Okay, we'll do that. Alright everybody, I need all y'all to line up in an aesthetically pleasing manner. Now! Stop pulling on Bobby's hair. Okay, so going on down the line, we'll start with our yogurts in the front. Joe, what do you give the pumpkin cheesecake yogurt? On a scale of 1 to 10.
You know, it's not my favorite yogurt flavor, and I like yogurt, but I'm going to give that at least an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay, 8.5. I give it a full 10. I love it. But then again, I love yogurt, so there. Eggnog yogurt.
Ooh.
Same rating?
Oh, gotta be 9.5. I love eggnog with that.
Yeah.
Eggnog, one of my favorite things, but just bad for me.
That's gonna be my 10. It's gonna be my 10 for me there. These two are my favorites out of everything we tried. Yay.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Alright, moving on back to... the row of horror here. Alright, I start with candy corn. What do you give it?
candy corn. You know, I'm gonna give it a 2 because I don't even like cotton candy to start with, but that one didn't taste like cotton candy.
I give it a 1. I didn't like it at all.
It's what I expected out of cotton candy.
I mean, like, I would eat it if it were the last thing that I had available in a zombie apocalypse, but no. If there were other options, I would eat, like, boot leather first. Caramel apple.
I, for one, choose death. if I open up the pantry and that's all that's in there, I will walk into the zombie horde and be like, take me down.
That one, I'm gonna tie those 2 for 1. Like, I will eat them if they're the very last option at all, but no. Like, if it's between this and killing and eating my pets, then I'm gonna choose these, of course, but yeah. And s'mores. What do you give that?
You know, I'm gonna be really generous and give it a 4. It didn't taste...
I will agree. I'll say it's a 4 too. Like,
I don't like cotton candy, but at least it didn't taste like fake chocolate.
it was the best of the worst.
Yeah.
Which is something.
And, like, points for effort. They nailed that one.
Okay, moving on to liquids. Okay, first off, we gotta have our verses here. Alright, Starbucks versus Coffee Mate. Who wins?
Oh, come on, Starbucks. As much as I want to be healthy...
Starbucks!
You know what, if you can't have dairy, I understand that, but I will say, Starbucks does have a non-dairy pumpkin spice creamer available.
It does.
But the comparison is absolutely night and day between those two specimens.
I give that a 9. I mean, pumpkin spice latte is not 100% my favorite out of the creamer flavors, but it was definitely a much better experience than that thing over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a... You know what, I'm not a pumpkin spice fan, I'm really not. I'm gonna give it an 8, but the overall texture, flavor, spice balance was superior.
And then the Coffee Mate, I'm gonna give that... I'll be generous and give it a 3.
Yeah, I'll follow that.
Probably,
yeah.
Yep.
I think the 3 seems very safe.
All right, our Leinenkugel's Oktoberfest. What do you think about that one?
You already know my answer.
Oh, you gonna give it a 9 or a 10?
Oh, you know, it's a well-rounded beer. It's good for the season. It's good to share with friends. Multiple companies make them. It's just a very hard to go wrong with thing for the season. Like some companies do theirs that are lagers. This is a true style one. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 10.
I will give it an 8. I'm not that big of a beer drinker, but if I am gonna drink beer, it's gonna be beer like this, honestly. So yeah, I think it captures the essence of the season, I guess, if you will. Maybe not the flavors.
You're more of a hard cider person.
Maybe not so much the flavors, but definitely the essence. We'll say that.
Got that nice fall flavor to it.
Okay, we're moving on to the donut. What do you think about the donut? What would you give it?
You know what? God, I feel like I'm shooting myself in the foot because I love donuts, but I'm gonna give it a 5.
I would give it a 4 just because I didn't like the texture. I felt like the streusel coating was just a little bit much. It felt like a little more tacky, I guess, than powdered sugar. And it just made it hard to get through the donut to the center. The apple pie filling on top in the center there provided some bit of moisture, but not a lot.
I think if they would have done a raised donut and filled it with the apple cider,
that would have been
and then done
better.
a spiced bread for a raised donut, and then maybe like a caramel icing, and then done like
that
a
would have been a
crumb,
little bit
like a
better.
handful of crumb instead of full coating. I feel it could have been better.
I mean, somebody put their heart and soul in this donut, and
It's
props
not
to
bad.
that. It's not bad. It's just not my number one donut that I'm gonna reach for in the donut cabinet.
If they would have done a raised version of that, that might have gotten an 8.
Last 3. Okay, so we're coming in for the apple cider donut Oreo. What did you think about that one?
I'm gonna give them a 7. A bit sweet for my likings, but you know, they weren't terrible. They weren't. They were good. They tasted good cookie, good frosting. Just a bit sweet.
I'm actually gonna give them an 8. Just because I don't normally eat Oreos, they're not like my go-to cookie, but that was actually a really delightful Oreo. I was pleasantly surprised. I like being pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. I think what really lost a point on me was the crunch in the frosting for those.
Hello. It's a Joe. I give this Joe a 10 out of 10. Best Joe ever.
I appreciate that.
Okay, fall party cakes from Little Debbie. What do you think? What do you say? What do you say?
Considering it's like what, $1 or $2 for this whole box, the flavor that you got. You know what?
Not bad.
8?
8, yeah.
I mean, you're never gonna be. You're never gonna be truly wowed with these. They're not the most amazing, best cake you're ever gonna taste. But you know what? If you need a quick sweet snack,
I'd say about a 7.
or you will need something to throw in the lunch bag. I mean, these have been a staple in the lunchbox for
years.
Yeah.
Since I was a kid.
Yeah, it's like
I mean, when we would go to Big Lots, we would get like nothing. Like we would just like pile our cart with those things, and those were our snacks as we were growing up.
Yeah,
so
Little Debbie's been kind of a lunchbox sweet snack for.
We had to like ration those when I was a kid.
Even my grandfather likes these things. He's been eating it for years too.
Not gourmet, but you know it's good. I give it a 7.
It's easier, cheaper, and simpler than making it yourself, and they provide an adequate experience.
Only because I prefer like the white cakes for whatever reason. All right, and last but not least, the Cheerios.
Now I'm really divided on these because I did try them with milk, but without milk, I'm gonna burn them at the stake with a 3.
I would say a 4. For me, because I had the weird experience of getting hit with Cheerio flavor and then clove over back and forth alternating, and that just was not the most pleasant thing in the world for me. So
the clove angered me.
Yes.
I wish I could have gotten that on
camera. He about killed me just now. Why would you put that in my face?
The clove is. Yeah, that's like angry clove.
Well, thank you all for joining me on this lovely day of October for another one of our October 31 Days of Halloween video fest here. If you like what you saw, or if you liked or disliked any of these foods, if you have tried them at any point in the past, feel free to hit like and subscribe. Put down in the comments what you thought about these foods if you have gone out and tried them. Let us know what other things we could try. We're going to be doing a Halloween candy tasting video coming up here pretty soon with novelty Halloween candies. But if there are any other pumpkin or seasonal flavored foods that you think we should try, maybe do a video like part 2 of the series, let us know. And I guarantee you probably know somebody who likes taste testing videos, so go ahead and share us around. Make sure that person finds us. And as always, it's not 100% necessary for you to do all that, but it does really help us out. And hopefully we will see you all again tomorrow for another one of our spooky season videos. Bye, everybody. Say goodbye to the people, Joe.
Goodbye to the people, Joe.